Alright, so capital Pi notation is incomplete. Similarly, capital Sigma notation is incomplete for exactly the same reason. And there's an entirely missing category below that. Incrementation. Right? Summation adds things together. The product, a partial product multiplies things together, or an infinite product, doesn't matter. Partial sum, infinite sum. What about incrementation? This would be a really interesting thing to have. Because now, what is this going to do for us? Here, let's just call it this. There you go. That's what we'll use for it. G. Alright, so this is for incrementation. This is for summation. This is for products. What about exponents? What about, right? So we've got, there's some missing steps here. But here, let's just deal with this one, right? So what could this do for us? Well, just looking at how these are done, right? So like something like this, right? So we've got 2 to the 0 plus 2 to the first plus 2 squared plus 2 to the 8th. This is 14, I think. Yeah, so you can do interesting things with that, right? So here your notation is starting point and the thingy that we're manipulating. The thingy we fuck with. Okay, so this guy, we do something similar with that, right? So still a very loud quail over there. You're still a very loud quail. Let's have a starting point, huh? Well, why would we have a starting point? Shall we start at 0? We need an end point though, right? But this is before we have numbers. So the thing that we're playing with is the symbol for our number, right? So, so say let's try to get to 4 with this method. So what we want to do, we want to increment up to a number of what? About like a number of legs. The number of legs on an animal. There you go. So that gives us, there you go. So this is what 4 means. 4 now means that. This is actually going to be useful. This is actually going to be useful because now you can convert between writing systems, right? Because we're defining our symbols. We're now able to define our symbols with a mathematical operation. How about, say we want to, what is 10? That's a person. That's going to be 10. Hey! This is nice. This is handy. This is nice. So we can talk about sort of reference units. See that we're getting our numbers from, and then we count up to it. What about, can we do some cool stuff with this? Like some more advanced math with this? What about pi? How do we count up to pi? Three and a little bit more. And we know now it is the relationship between this line and this circle. This is just a concept that I just came up with, so you know, nothing set in stone, but I feel like this is interesting.